Hi, my Virgos. Oh my gosh. Welcome to your mid-month, and this is your soul and life guidance for the last 2 weeks of January. And it's a great reading for you to look at because it's going to help you to have a little panoramic view of what the energies are going to be coming in for you, and how to fix things if you're not going in the right path, or if you're moving away, then it'll help you to go back to where you're supposed to be at. So let's start. Your energy will be the Four of Wands, and this is a great energy for you because this has to be with celebrations at work, celebration with family, celebration in love, celebration of what you have accomplished, feeling stable, secure, in any area at this point. But so far this really looks like a really pretty much a love reading for you. It's just ridiculous how everything just come out, and I'm like, oh. So this is about celebrations, a marriage, engagement, birth of a child, graduations, and celebrations in general. Even if you've been working on projects, you might complete it, a phase of it, finish your project, and it's everything about doing a good job, a goal attained, a vision of something, or beginning something right in your life. It's about security. So this is great type of energy you will be in. And what is going on? Well, behind of this, I see something that could have happened just recently, like coming out of a pain or a breakage, a breakup, something like that in love. I would say in a relationship, maybe because someone didn't know, was confused and didn't know what to pick, had too many options. And yes, too many options, feeling like there was a lot of illusions and lack of information. Basically, someone holding secrets, and then you were like knowing not to do what to do, and then you felt a little pain in your heart, and maybe someone was dealing with someone else involved in your relationship or something, but it's over. Coming out of all this, not everyone is going to be passing through the same situation, but this is like a general energy. But at the end, in this next 2 weeks, we will be in this great energy. What you need to avoid: secrecy. Remember the moon there. You need to avoid secrecies, and basically with your partner, because the puppy is here. So it's puppy love, and you need to avoid secrecy. You need to be an open book. You see the book open. You need to be an open book. And when I clarify this, we have the Messenger, we have the Tower, and we have the Whip. These are Lenormand. These are not tarot cards, so it's different, right? So this is trying to tell me, you know what, the message over here is like, if you make these limitations and restrictions when it comes to being an open book, and you're not really, then you're going back to the same old pattern, which brings a little bit of that Three of Swords right there. We don't want that. So you need to be more open with your relationship. I know. Be more open, no secrecy, be clear, right? And what you need to focus on, look at this. This is what I'm telling you. This is like pure love about, for you. It's all about pure love, relationships. You need to focus on your primary relationship is with yourself. And once you work inside of you, because remember, I have a friend. Well, I was seeing someone long time ago. He was a Virgo, and he was pretty much very into himself, like, not saying selfish or about him, but it was more about internalizing, working inside of him. And he said, I'm working in myself first, because it is true. He wasn't ready for a relationship, and he was working with himself first. So this is what is very important for you Virgos to work on. And he was doing that. And I think a lot of Virgos need to do that pretty often, because you guys are very much into perfection, Virgos are perfectionists, and it's a great thing and it's a bad thing, right? Because sometimes it's like too It brings too much stress in your life in any area. I have a good friend, a best friend of mine. She is an Aries with her rising sign in Virgo. And you can see clearly her Virgo side because she is a great communicator as an Aries, but her Virgo in rising sign, which is the behavior and how they behave, or your, you know, your public, how you display yourself and your actions as a Virgo, because that's her rising sign. It's about being a perfectionist. Like, oh, my speech needs to be like this, and my work needs to, like, everything has to be impeccable and perfect, and that's the behavior of a Virgo, right? So you guys really need to focus in yourself first, and from there you will be able to see things clearly, and people will able to come and be around you, because sometimes you guys kind of like go in your mood of, I want to be alone, right? Like you need your space. And the person who raised me was a Virgo, so she pretty much was like that. She was very like secretive, but at the same time, that's what you need to avoid now, since you're going to be in this mode and being like an open book. But you need to work in yourself first too. So that's what you need to focus on. Don't be secretive. Be an open book of how you feel, what is going on with you, and what your soul lesson is this 2 weeks. I love, and maybe, I know it's all about love, you Virgos. So you commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Like I said, you guys are pretty much a perfectionist, which is a great thing. But sometimes, because you're a perfectionist, you kind of like pick on things or on people, because this is not the things that, how this thing's supposed to be. So you need to really see the good in everything, you know. Some of a friend that I met, she was a Virgo too, and she was pretty much into her physical, so she will pretty much complain all the time about herself, and she never saw how beautiful she was, an amazing body she had, or her face, and she was just pretty much focusing all the negative. So remember that your soul lesson is to work in that and see the love, see the good things, the positive things, not only in yourself but in people. Okay, I think we understand each other, right? Now, in love, for my single people, you have nobody at all, you need to, again, we go into the card of self-love. And remember that love self is necessary to love one another. So it's pretty much important that if you want to attract the love, this is like an activation card for you to attract the love in your life, is through your self-love and working yourself first, and then you will attract that love. Okay, that doesn't mean, like I said, don't be secretive, be an open book, but always working in yourself first. You know, love yourself, love who you are, and you need to be a little bit more tolerance. And it says you appreciate all the points of view because you sense the love in everyone. Remember, commit to love, commit to see the good things. I know you guys are perfectionists, but be tolerant when they're not exactly what you expect. Nobody is perfect, my Virgos. Remember that. So if you put so much high expectations, you might not find the love in your life, right? For my couple, married, not married, living together, not, spontaneity. So you have to be spontaneous. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. So guys, my couples, you guys need to be more spontaneous, move around, do different things. Let me see what is on there. Release the unwanted energies. So there you go. Perfect. That says a lot of things. So you guys, while you being spontaneous, release what is not needed and just continue. Like, you know, do not put limitations. Remember, be an open book. Do not put limitations. So you don't go to this old ridiculous patterns you don't need in your life. Be spontaneous, right? And you freely enjoy what it comes. Okay, enjoy that with your partner. and what will be having. Oh my God, I didn't see this. New beginnings, what I said. New beginnings, good things. So we're going to enter in February. Look how this and how this it goes. Just avoid secrecy, being an open book. Keep working on yourself. You need to focus in that relationship with yourself. And what is behind this? Good. That means no one is ready. Nobody is having trouble with, you know, I mean, you were trying, I think you've been dealing with paranoia in a certain way. Some of you Virgos were having a hard time kind of like committing to someone or having a long-term relationship, and I think now you guys are willing to start something new, in the beginning of new love, the reborn of new love, and you might find love in, you know, at the beginning of February, and turning, you know, February, or could be too with yourself internally, you know, you getting to know yourself more and open more to love. Okay, so this is a great reading, Virgo. Congratulations. And I wish you all much love and much light, and I see you in February. Ciao.